hating on you with their friends, girl, you got it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And this week I had to go take my baby to go get a groom. As you can see, she has a ton of different hair, so we're just taking her in for her grooming appointment. I got her all checked in, and then I had to stop and hit the gym up in between. Today was booty day, and starting off I had to do some dumbbell RDLs that I had out from leftover from my workout the day before. Recently I really started back getting into the gym a lot. It just gives me something to do to get my day started. And also it helps with clearing my mind. Last year I was really into going to gym, and then because I had graduation and school and just life in general, I stopped really going as much, and I would only like go when my friend would go with me. But recently it's going on 2 months since I've been consecutively going to the gym 4 times a week, and I'm really loving that because I feel good, and your girl is getting that body right for the summer. Come on, my birthday is coming up, period. So this was my next exercise. I had to do some hip thrusts, and as you could tell, like, I was really over it at that point. And following up, I also went in and did some seated cable rows. I really like that, but it's also like it's hard and it's time consuming. Next, I started in with some cable kickbacks, and after I do a few set of those, I do side cable kickbacks as well because those are really good for your glutes. And yeah, like, I really been going to the gym, putting in that work. I'm so proud of myself, and also I just feel way better completely after with getting my day started. And then just to finish off my workout, I usually would go in and do this machine. I'm not really sure of what it's called, but I always do it to substitute for donkey kicks. And then I headed back to go pick up my baby. They said that she was all ready, and her hair was cut down a little bit shorter because it is getting hotter outside, and she also has a really curly texture of hair, so her hair gets knots in it pretty much. And then this is just me working on that content because your girl is trying to be a content girly, okay? After I got back in, I decided I wanted to make me a seafood boil. So first I started off by unthawing my shrimp and my crab legs, and then I went ahead and put my potatoes on because those take the longest. And then this is what I use to make my seasoning. So I have chicken broth, garlic powder, onion powder, Old Bay seasoning, cayenne pepper. I also use crawfish boil seasoning packet, and then I also have some broccoli and some lemon as well with some turkey sausage. And then I also had eggs that I used to go into my boil. So now I'm just going in to add everything that you possibly need to get your pot of water started. This is what I like to cook my seafood in because not only do I have the seasonings and the sauce on the side to give it that flavor, but it gets more flavor and it seems to stick better when you also added it into the water as well that you cook it in. And then I also like to go in with that crawfish boil seasoning as well because that has a ton of different seasonings too. Next, I moved on to boil my eggs, and then I'm just getting ready to layer up my bag boil. So here's the seasoning and everything in the pot is just mixing it. I have my onions going on in there, and everything seems to be working out pretty good. And I finished off the night with my seafood. Moving on to the next 2 days, I'm at work and I'm pretty much just preparing and studying for my NCLEX. As y'all could see, like, obviously I was over it. Like, I'm over the fuck wham. Like, this shit is so fucking hard. It's so tedious. And more so for me, what makes it more so is challenging is, like, throughout my whole nursing school journey, I feel like I always struggled on doing some of my first exams. And that's just because nursing school is different than regular school. And if you haven't been to nursing school, you really won't understand it. But, like, they'll put all the right answers in the questions, and you have to decide which one is the absolute best when they're all correct. So that's, like, very confusing. And then also, too, the way that the exams are set up is completely different from the real world. Like, yes, that's how you would answer on an exam, but not necessarily you would do that to the patient in real life. So that gets a little confusing and tricky, and I'm just going through answering these questions so I can get the practice in to know how to answer them. But also, too, it's like, it's very stressful. It's overwhelming. It's very discouraging because, like, not really getting the scores that you want, or just seeing how much you're struggling to answer questions, it becomes a lot. So like I do try to work on my questions daily, but sometimes I really do just have to take a break and step away from it, because like I feel like when I have too much information or if I'm over studying, I tend to like forget the things that I know. And then also too, with preparing for this exam, it's no way to know for sure what's going to be on there, because like it can be on anything, things that you haven't even seen in school before, which makes it even more challenging. And then not even only that, you just don't really know what to expect with this exam. And I feel like that's the biggest thing for me. Like I really need to know what to expect, but there's just so many different things that can go wrong with the body. It's like no real way to know. And then also too, sometimes I literally feel like it's absolutely impossible to remember all the different things that go on with the body, just because there's so many different things that can happen. And then you see all the time how nurses and doctors have to come together to solve cases for diseases that they haven't even heard of. So I don't know, like it gets overwhelming, but I've just been trying to pray about it every day and just make sure I'm going through with the questions and also reading the examples as well, just because the more practice, the more better I should be at it. And also by reading the rationales, you get like a better understanding of what the question is actually asking, but it also gives you a ton of different information pertaining to what you would need to know. Moving on to Sunday, it is officially Mother's Day, and here I am just going through preparing a gift bag. So here I have some barefoot wine, and then I have a nice little card that I took my time out to write in, because there's nothing wrong with letting people know why you appreciate them. I also went to Bath and Body Works and I got this cute little gift set. It was really nice. It came with a shower gel, a body spray, body lotion, and then also attached to it, they gave you like this mini hand cream, which is really nice, especially when you just need something quick for in your purse. I also got this body watermelon scrub that smelled amazing, and you can't have wine without a wine glass, right? And then also just some favorite candies, which are the gummy bears. And then my boo told me to go outside, and I had roses in a cart because I am a mom. I'm a mother to my dog, okay? Having a dog is just like having a kid, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, but this is the whole little setup. It is just so cute. And later on that night, I went ahead and made some loaded jerk shrimp baked potatoes, and then I went ahead and took some shots with my sister, and that's the end of my week.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.